I love the energy of this. They're happy to be hopeless romantics. I love that for them. I feel like a running theme throughout this album has been comfort with discomfort. Hello Claire Bears, welcome back to part 2 of my reaction to NMIXX's latest album, Stick Out, where today I'm going to finish off with all of the B-sides. Starting off with Red Light Sign, But We Go. I feel like this might be a high energy song, as if it's like full steam ahead. So yeah, let's listen and find out. But before we do, I have a new beverage of the day today, which is a chubby Purple Power. I saw this at the grocery store and was overwhelmed with a wave of nostalgia. I used to drink these all the time as a kid, specifically the orange ones, and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to try this and see if it's as good as I remember it being, because in just one of these there is 18 grams of sugar. So let's try. Oh my gosh, this is so sweet. I can see why I was like crack for me when I was a kid. Does anyone else remember these? I don't know if these are just a Canadian thing. Let me know in the comments. But all right, here we go. Let's go with Red Light Sign, But We Go. Sound of the throbbing engine. Yeah, that's what this sounds like. Ooh, those gentle vocals. This instrumental feels very like early 2010s or late 2000s. Ooh. It's interesting to like mix between rapping and singing almost. Oh, but those like falsetto vocals are so beautiful. I love the energy of this one. I like the contrast between the two raps there. Oh, that was a short one. Yeah, 2 minutes and 18 seconds. And it kind of makes me think of that Ariana Grande song that's like, every day, every day. I don't actually know what it's called. Oh, okay, well, that makes sense. But I like the metaphor here that they're using for going like full steam ahead of grab my steering wheel without fear, trust me and take a seat, do what I want, all the hurdles that stop me, back it up, without rest, running all night long, and then just going at the red light. I don't know about your city, but there are a lot of red light cameras where I live, so they could do this, but they'd probably get a lot of tickets. And I like this line, somewhere our vibe is crooked, welcome the arrows of criticism, where they're just like, bring it on. They really seem to not be shying away in this album from doing their own thing and not even caring what others say, and in fact welcoming people's feedback of saying, you know, like, it's not gonna faze us if you have any problems with it. I could really see myself listening to this on like a drive after dark where I won't be running red lights, but I'll certainly be vibing to the song at a red light. Yeah, the mixture of like rapping and the rap singing and the vocals was really nice. So yeah, I feel like this is my fave on the album so far. But let's check out our next B-side here, which is Beat Beat. I have a feeling that for a song called Beat Beat that this is gonna have a pretty good beat to it. Woo! All right, let's go with Beat Beat. Ooh. That kind of like freaked you out, thinking that it was gonna dive in. Oh my gosh, this makes me think of like Twice. Ooh. Be my rock and roll. Ooh. I love the energy of this. Yeah, doesn't it feel like a Twice song? In the best way, obviously, because I love Twice. And it's like a little bit of sass in it, but also like cuteness. But Lily just like really has such a unique voice. Like this very much felt like Twicey, and then soon as Lily came in, it was like, oh no. Like this is very like, I just associate her voice with so much of NMIXX. And Soyeon too has a very unique voice. See, oh my gosh. See that background vocal, I don't know who it was, but it sounded like Jihyo. Like, tell me. Oh, that sounded so Jihyo coded. I love this. Ooh. Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. Let's go. Oh my gosh. Those harmonies just like sent me into the stratosphere. Was that like a whistle tone in the background? Oh, the vocals on this are redonkulous. Oh my gosh, this was incredible. We get better and better as we go, because I liked See That, but I feel like these B-sides are just bringing it. And obviously the Twice codedness of it made me very happy. And this one is a bit more of like a love song. Like I feel like my heart's going to burst like a shooting star. Side by side, here we go. So tell me what you're waiting for. Like they are just ready to dive headfirst into this relationship. They're ready to run that red light. And this is cute. The pulse that beats like it's going to burst above the hand I'm holding, and those vocals at the end just feel like it's hitting that peak of that crescendo of feelings that they're feeling. So yeah, everything that came together about this I just adore. But next now we have a song called Moving On, which okay, I think we're gonna get a tone shift now. So what is it that they're moving on from? Hopefully not this new romance that they found so soon after they found it and we're ready to just dive in, but maybe it's something else. Who knows? Let's listen and find out. Ooh. This like early 2000s pop rock. Kind of dreamcatcher-y. Mm. Ooh, even if you're disappointed in this day, life is going on. I love that. We never know the end. So they know what they want. I'm full of stupid mistakes, so what's wrong with that? It feels like there's so much self-awareness in this song, and like self-acceptance too, of just like, I'm going to make mistakes, and if you can't live with that, then I can't live with you. Oh no. It's very like introspective. Their vocals are truly ridiculous. They're kind of saying like, I'm not going to compromise myself for you. They're being true to themselves. I feel like their voices suit this kind of song really well. This would be a really fun one live. Oh, I love the lyrics of this song so much. Yeah, it just feels like they've reached this really high level of both self-awareness and self-acceptance while still having this feeling of vulnerability to it. Because sometimes, you know, I can have issues with groups when they will have these messages of just like, I'm the best. There's never been anyone as badass or as cool or anything like that as me. But then if you don't have any vulnerability or show that vulnerability, it can just feel kind of hollow and hard to relate to. It can be like aspirational, but again, it's hard to kind of see yourself in that kind of message when that's the only message you're getting. But they've really showed their vulnerable side in this one. Like, I'm a lonely satellite. I feel left alone again. And even if you're disappointed in this day, life is going on. We never know the end. So despite this feeling of like loneliness that they have and feeling maybe a bit down, it seems like someone else might be dragging them down, and they're maintaining this optimistic attitude. And I would just want you to trust me more. Like, that's really a difficult thing with a partner, is if you can't build that trust in each other, or just like trust that the other person can figure things out. Or with a line like, I'm full of stupid mistakes, being able to accept your partner's flaws. So it kind of seems like this person is holding them back, so they're ready to light it up and move on. So good for them. I don't want to see them being held back. And I really love the emotion that they put into the lyrics with their vocals and how you can feel the emotion through their vocals. So yeah, I'm having a hard time picking a favorite because each time I listen to a new song, I'm like, oh, this one's my favorite. So yeah, maybe it'll take some more listening. But now for our final song here, we have Love is Lonely. So I hope we're not ending on a sad note here, but it's an interesting journey we've taken on this album. And you know how the further and further we've gone through it, we've really dove deeper and deeper under the surface in terms of what they're feeling and their emotions. So for Love Is Lonely, I'm curious to see what note we end on here, figuratively and literally. So let's listen. Oh, those vocals, really beautiful. I love bass voice so much. They all have such beautiful voices. It's just like... makes me think of like Titanium. Ooh. They're happy to be hopeless romantics. I love that for them. Ooh. Huh. This feels very touching. I don't know what it is about it. It feels like you're falling. Those like half steps in the scale. Yeah, this really feels, a lot of the songs feel kind of like early 2010s. There's like some kind of haunting quality about this song that I can't quite like pinpoint. I just want to like, you know, but there's still this just somber feeling to this, despite the energy and the instrumental. You could just really feel the emotion coming through in Lily's voice there. And yeah, what an interesting note to end on, with this like slightly happy, slightly melancholic song. Like, don't leave tonight, a place where no one will come, only the two of us. Holding both hands while falling for you, you're falling for me. And I don't know, there's almost this feeling of like mourning something that hasn't been lost yet. Like, we're dangerously hopeless romantic. It's almost like they're predicting this relationship is going to go down, but they're enjoying it while it lasts. So yeah, it's just like, I can't reconcile this feeling of both like hope but also fear at the same time. I guess that's like a feeling that you'll have, especially with a new relationship, of this being like so much so fast and just like feeling all these things that might not be familiar, but still trying to like live in it and embrace it as much as you can. Like embracing the anxiety. I feel like a running theme throughout this album has been comfort with discomfort, of comfort with being an outsider, comfort with a relationship coming to an end, and then in this case, discomfort with a relationship burning bright, almost like a star that just could explode if you're not careful. So yeah, really, really, really enjoyed the themes that were explored on this album, and as expected, the vocals were fantastic. I feel like even though we got a lot of high energy songs, there still was this good feeling of variety and like a through line as well. It didn't feel like a bunch of songs just thrown together, or a bunch of the same song, or a bunch of songs that just felt like completely different from one another. I'm just really, really enjoying my NMIXX journey so far, and I'm really excited to go back and keep going. That's definitely going to be on my radar now, because, you know, there's some other groups that I had started with that I wanted to finish getting through their discography, and that's coming to an end for a couple of groups like LE SSERAFIM and IDOL, so I'll have some more time to focus on NMIXX. So friends, thank you for joining me for my reaction to Stick Out. I would love to know what you thought about the album and the title track in the comments. Personally, I think I enjoyed Sonyar and Dash better as a pre-release and a title track than See That, but I feel like I say that a lot with a lot of groups where it's just like, oh, I enjoyed this album better, or I enjoyed these songs better, and then once I listen to the album more, I just like completely change my mind. But those are my initial thoughts. Like, I really, really, really like Dash. It's probably my favorite NMIXX song, so time will have to tell. Same thing with the B-sides, because this had a lot to live up to with how amazing the breakout B-sides were. But yeah, I don't know if that's a hot take, so let me know down in the comments your thoughts. And if you had a favorite song on this album. I kept changing my I kept changing my mind. Maybe if I had to choose, I might say a tie between Beat Beat and Love Is Lonely, but I really, really did enjoy the lyrics the most for Moving On. Now, in terms of what's coming next for NMIXX, I'm going to be doing my Entwurf reaction. I just love saying that, Entwurf. So Dice and Cool Your Rainbow, and then I'll probably throw Kiss in there too, because, you know, Entwurf was just 2 songs. So definitely stay tuned for that reaction, but in the meantime, I hope you're doing well, staying safe, taking care of yourself, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.